My name is Albus Potter, and every time people hear it, they expect me to be like my father, but I'm tired of living in his shadow.
Harry Potter fans, imagine this: you're stepping back into the magical world of Hogwarts, catching up with Harry, Ron, Hermione, and even Draco years after the Battle of Hogwarts. Sounds like a dream, right? Now imagine that dream takes a twist: a time-turner, Voldemort's daughter, and a trolley witch with spiked hands. The Harry Potter series has left an indelible mark on literature, film, and popular culture, becoming a beloved franchise for generations. Today, we're diving deep into The Cursed Child. We'll unpack its story, the characters we know and love or maybe don't love anymore, and the wild, fanfiction-worthy moments that make this play unforgettable for better or worse. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more magical content, and ring the bell so you never miss a spellbinding discussion. And hey, drop your thoughts in the comments. Did you love The Cursed Child, or were you totally thrown off by it? Let's talk about it. Introduction to The Cursed Child. Set years after the events of the Deathly Hallows, The Cursed Child begins with the iconic epilogue scene at King's Cross Station, where Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Draco send their children off to Hogwarts. The story focuses on Albus Potter, Harry's son, and Scorpius Malfoy, Draco's son, as they navigate the trials of adolescence and the burdens of their parents' legacies. While the play was marketed as the eighth story, fans quickly discovered that it deviated significantly in tone, structure, and execution from the original series. One key factor was the realization that J.K. Rowling did not pen the script herself. It was written by Jack Thorne, who translated the trio's collaborative story into a full-fledged play. This distinction, while seemingly minor, profoundly impacted the reception of the work. Rowling's absence as the sole writer led many fans to criticize the dialogue, character actions, and overall narrative choices as being inconsistent with the original series. The origins of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The origins of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child are rooted in an ambitious attempt to reimagine the wizarding world through the lens of live theater. The play was conceptualized as a collaboration between J.K. Rowling, playwright Jack Thorne, and director John Tiffany, with the intention of creating a story that could build upon the legacy of the original series. This marked the first time Rowling allowed other creatives to directly contribute to the narrative of the Harry Potter universe, which was both a bold and risky choice. While Rowling provided the story's framework, including its major plot points and character arcs, it was Jack Thorne who wrote the script. This distinction is crucial, as it explains much of the tonal and stylistic differences between The Cursed Child and the original novels. Rowling's writing is known for its rich world building, carefully crafted lore, and deep emotional resonance. Thorne's script, however, adopts a more theatrical tone, with exaggerated dialogue, heightened drama, and a reliance on visual spectacle to convey key moments. This shift in authorship was a source of confusion and criticism among fans. Many readers initially assumed that Rowling had written the play herself, only to find that the characters and dialogue felt noticeably different from her previous works. The collaborative nature of the project, while innovative, left some fans questioning its authenticity as an official continuation of the series. This sentiment was exacerbated by the play's decision to embrace elements that felt more like fanfiction, such as Voldemort having a daughter, than a natural progression of the story. The decision to present The Cursed Child as a play rather than a novel also shaped its narrative and structural choices. Theater relies heavily on visual storytelling and dramatic moments, which often come at the expense of subtlety and internal character development. This format allowed for stunning stagecraft and magical effects, but limited the depth of the story, making it feel disjointed and rushed compared to the novels. Ultimately, the origins of The Cursed Child reflect a tension between innovation and tradition. The play sought to honor the legacy of the Harry Potter series while experimenting with new storytelling techniques, but its execution left many fans divided. Plot and structure. The plot of The Cursed Child is both ambitious and polarizing, centered on the concept of time travel and its potentially catastrophic consequences. At its core, the story follows Albus Potter, the son of Harry and Ginny, as he struggles with the weight of his family legacy. Feeling overshadowed by his father's fame, Albus embarks on a reckless journey to prove himself, enlisting the help of Scorpius Malfoy and a mysterious character named Delphi. The inciting event occurs when Albus and Scorpius decide to use a recently discovered time turner to alter the past. Their goal is to save Cedric Diggory, whom they view as an innocent victim of Voldemort's rise to power. This decision sets off a chain of events that creates multiple alternate timelines, each with increasingly dire consequences. In one timeline, Cedric's humiliation during the Triwizard Tournament leads him to become a Death Eater, resulting in Voldemort's victory and Harry's death. In another, Hermione becomes a bitter, authoritarian version of herself, reflecting the chaos caused by meddling with time. While the concept of time travel is not new to the Harry Potter series, having been introduced in The Prisoner of Azkaban, its use in The Cursed Child raises significant issues. The time turner in the original series was presented as a tightly regulated and dangerous magical object, with strict rules governing its use. In contrast, The Cursed Child treats time travel as a more casual plot device, allowing characters to alter major events with minimal explanation or consequence. This loose approach to time travel creates numerous plot holes and undermines the established lore of the series. For example, the idea that Cedric Diggory, a character known for his integrity and kindness, could be so humiliated that he becomes a Death Eater is widely criticized as out of character. Similarly, the revelation that Voldemort fathered a child with Bellatrix Lestrange feels both implausible and unnecessary, adding drama for the sake of shock value rather than narrative coherence. The structure of the play, divided into 2 parts and multiple acts, also contributes to its uneven pacing. The constant shifts between timelines and the introduction of new characters and conflicts make the story feel overstuffed and chaotic. Key moments lack the emotional weight of the original series, as the plot prioritizes spectacle and twists over meaningful character development. While the play's plot is undeniably imaginative, its execution has drawn criticism for prioritizing entertainment over consistency. For many fans, The Cursed Child feels disconnected from the carefully constructed world of the original series, leaving them questioning its place in the canon. Characterization. One of the most contentious aspects of The Cursed Child is its portrayal of beloved characters from the original series. Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Draco all play significant roles in the story, but their actions and personalities often feel inconsistent with their established traits. Harry Potter, the titular hero of the original series, is presented as a flawed and conflicted parent struggling to connect with his son, Albus. While this portrayal offers an interesting exploration of Harry's character, it often feels exaggerated and inconsistent. The line sometimes, "I wish you weren't my son," spoken by Harry during an argument with Albus, is a glaring example. Fans argue that this statement contradicts Harry's deep longing for family and his admiration for his own parents, making it difficult to reconcile with his character. Ron Weasley fares even worse, reduced to comic relief with little meaningful contribution to the plot. His role as a loyal friend and brave hero is overshadowed by his frequent quips and bumbling demeanor, leaving fans disappointed by his lack of depth. Hermione, while portrayed as capable and authoritative, is similarly underdeveloped, lacking the emotional nuance that defined her character in the original series. Draco Malfoy, surprisingly, emerges as one of the most compelling characters in the play. His relationship with his son, Scorpius, is heartfelt and well-written, showcasing Draco's growth and his willingness to confront his past mistakes. Scorpius himself is a standout character, offering moments of humor, vulnerability, and genuine kindness that make him one of the play's most relatable figures. The characterization of Albus Potter, however, is a source of frustration for many fans. His angst and rebellious behavior make him a difficult protagonist to sympathize with, and his actions often come across as impulsive and self-centered. This dynamic contrasts sharply with Scorpius, who quickly became a fan favorite for his wit and sincerity. Overall, the characterization in The Cursed Child reflects a departure from the nuanced portrayals of the original series. While some characters, like Draco and Scorpius, are given meaningful arcs, others feel like pale imitations of their former selves, leaving fans questioning the authenticity of the story. The New Generation. The heart of The Cursed Child lies in the friendship between Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy. Their bond serves as the emotional core of the play, offering moments of connection and vulnerability that resonate with audiences. Albus and Scorpius, both outcasts in their own ways, find solace in each other's company, creating a dynamic that feels genuine and heartfelt. Scorpius, in particular, emerges as a standout character. His kindness, intelligence, and self-deprecating humor make him one of the most relatable figures in the play. As the son of Draco Malfoy, Scorpius faces rumors and bullying, including the baseless claim that he is Voldemort's son. Despite these challenges, he remains optimistic and supportive, often serving as a voice of reason in the face of Albus's impulsive decisions. Albus, on the other hand, is a more divisive character. His resentment toward his father and his struggle to find his own identity make him a compelling but often frustrating protagonist. His actions, while motivated by a desire to prove himself, frequently come across as reckless and self-centered, leading to unintended consequences that drive the plot. The introduction of Delphi, Voldemort's alleged daughter, adds a layer of complexity to the story, but also draws criticism for its lack of subtlety. Delphi's character feels underdeveloped, serving primarily as a plot device to escalate the stakes. Her revelation as the antagonist is predictable, and her motivations lack the depth and nuance of the original series villains. While The New Generation offers moments of emotional resonance, it also highlights the play's tendency to rely on melodrama and spectacle over meaningful storytelling. The friendship between Albus and Scorpius remains a bright spot, but the overall characterization of the new cast is uneven, leaving audiences with mixed feelings about their place in the Harry Potter saga. The role of humor and absurdity. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child often walks a precarious line between drama and comedy, but its execution in this regard is inconsistent. The play incorporates moments that are undeniably absurd, frequently veering into unintentional humor or over-the-top scenarios. While these scenes occasionally provide much-needed levity, they also create tonal inconsistencies that detract from the emotional and narrative weight of the story. One of the most notable examples of absurdity is the portrayal of the Trolley Witch, a minor character from the original series who is suddenly transformed into a spike-handed enforcer guarding the Hogwarts Express. In a bizarre twist, the Trolley Witch uses exploding pumpkin pasties as weapons, attempting to stop Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy from escaping the train. While this scene is undeniably entertaining and imaginative, it feels out of place within the larger narrative. The moment, intended to be thrilling, often leaves audiences laughing at its sheer absurdity, undermining the tension of the character's plight. Another moment that exemplifies this tonal shift is the characterization of Scorpius Malfoy in an alternate timeline where Voldemort has triumphed. In this dystopian world, Scorpius is inexplicably revered as the Scorpion King, a title that feels more suited to a comedic parody than a serious exploration of what might happen if the Dark Lord had won. The over-the-top reactions of other characters and the exaggerated dialogue during this sequence further blur the line between humor and drama. Perhaps the most infamous line in the play is Scorpius's exclamation, "Squeak, my geekness is a-quivering." This moment, while endearing to some fans for its sheer ridiculousness, epitomizes the play's tonal struggles. The line feels jarringly out of place in a story that also deals with weighty themes like familial conflict, guilt, and redemption. Similarly, the idea of Cedric Diggory, a character defined by his honor and bravery, becoming a Death Eater as a result of humiliation at the Triwizard Tournament is not only implausible but also unintentionally comical. These moments of absurdity clash with the darker and more serious themes the play attempts to address, such as the burden of legacy, the consequences of time travel, and the nature of forgiveness. While humor has always been a part of the Harry Potter series, it was carefully balanced with the narrative's emotional and thematic stakes. In The Cursed Child, however, the humor often feels misplaced, diminishing the impact of the story's more poignant moments. Despite these flaws, it's worth acknowledging that the play's humor does resonate with some audiences, particularly those who view it through the lens of a lighthearted continuation rather than a canonical sequel. The absurdity of moments like the Trolley Witch's transformation or Scorpius's alternate identity as the Scorpion King can be entertaining in isolation, offering a campy charm that appeals to certain fans. However, for those seeking the depth and cohesion of the original series, these elements serve as distractions rather than enhancements, highlighting the play's difficulty in maintaining a consistent tone. The Stagecraft and Theatrical experience. While The Cursed Child has been criticized for its narrative and tonal shortcomings, its stagecraft is undeniably a triumph. As a theatrical production, the play pushes the boundaries of what is possible on stage, using innovative techniques to bring the magical world of Harry Potter to life. From the moment the curtains rise, audiences are treated to a visually stunning spectacle that immerses them in the wizarding world in ways that books and films cannot replicate. One of the most remarkable aspects of the play is its use of practical effects and choreography to create the illusion of magic. Spells are cast through intricately timed movements and lighting effects, creating an atmosphere of wonder and awe. In one particularly memorable sequence, the use of Polyjuice Potion is depicted with seamless onstage transformations, leaving audiences marveling at how actors switch identities in the blink of an eye. Similarly, the depiction of the Time Turner's mechanics, with characters seemingly transported through time and space, is executed with breathtaking precision and creativity. The play also makes effective use of minimalist set design, allowing the audience's imagination to fill in the gaps while maintaining the focus on the characters and their journey. The rotating set pieces and dynamic lighting create a sense of movement and energy, ensuring that the pacing of the story remains engaging despite its occasional narrative shortcomings. The Hogwarts Express, the Forbidden Forest, and even the Triwizard Tournament tasks are all brought to life with a level of detail and ingenuity that demonstrates a deep understanding of theater as a medium. However, the play's reliance on spectacle also highlights one of its weaknesses, the tendency to prioritize visual effects over narrative substance. While the stagecraft is undeniably impressive, it often serves as a distraction from the story's inconsistencies and underdeveloped characters. The stunning visuals can mask the play's shortcomings during a live performance, but they do little to address the fundamental issues with the script. This reliance on spectacle also creates a barrier for readers of the published script, who lack the immersive experience of the theater. Without the visual and auditory elements that define the production, the story's flaws become more apparent, leading to a less favorable reception among fans who engage with the play solely through its text. Despite these criticisms, the theatrical experience of The Cursed Child remains a significant achievement. It has garnered numerous awards, including the Laurence Olivier Award for Best New Play, and continues to captivate audiences worldwide. For many, the play's ability to bring the magic of the wizarding world to life on stage is reason enough to celebrate it as a unique addition to the Harry Potter franchise. Ultimately, The Cursed Child demonstrates the power of theater to create immersive and transformative experiences. While its narrative may falter, its stagecraft stands as a testament to the creativity and innovation of its production team, ensuring that the play remains a memorable and impactful piece of modern theater. Legacy and reception. The Cursed Child occupies a unique place within the Harry Potter franchise. While it is an official continuation of the series, its reception has been divisive, with many fans considering it non-canon. The play's departure from the tone and lore of the original books has led to widespread criticism, yet its success as a theatrical production ensures its enduring popularity. For some fans, The Cursed Child represents a missed opportunity to delve deeper into the post-Deathly Hallows world. For others, it's an entertaining, if flawed, addition to the franchise. Regardless of where one falls on the spectrum, the play has sparked important conversations about the challenges of continuing beloved stories and the balance between innovation and fidelity to source material. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is a polarizing addition to the wizarding world. While its innovative stagecraft and moments of emotional depth offer glimpses of brilliance, its inconsistent narrative and characterization prevent it from achieving the same magic as the original series. Whether viewed as a bold experiment or a misguided sequel, The Cursed Child remains a fascinating chapter in the Harry Potter saga. Alright, wizards and witches, that's my deep dive into Harry Potter and The Cursed Child. What do you think? Is it a magical continuation of the series or a misstep in the wizarding world? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.